Welcome to the 23rd Annual International Latino Book Awards ceremony, and prepare to be impressed with all the great books you'll be hearing about. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, your host for tonight's event, talented producer-director MC Al Gonzalez, an empowering Latino Futures board member, and a true lover of books, Julia Abrantes.
Wow, that voice of God sure sounds familiar.
Does it? Live from the campus at LA City College.
It is so wonderful to be here with you, Al, at our final International Latino Book Awards presentation for 2021, the Fiction Awards.
We've heard from so many great writers and publishers this weekend. It's kind of sad that our ceremonies are coming to an end.
So true, Al. But it's really wonderful that we got to celebrate so many great Latino books with all of you.
Our ceremony today will be presenting winners in the following categories: adventure, mystery, sci-fi, romance, fantasy, graphic novels, and popular fiction.
And don't forget the Rudolfo Anaya Best Latino Focus Book and the Isabel Allende Most Inspirational Fiction Book. Our presenters this evening start with Edward James Olmos, followed by Dr. Alejandro Ramirez Flores, Director General de la Cámara Nacional de la Industria Editorial Mexicana, as well as educator Felipe Agredano. I can't wait for the entertainment a little later this evening from Echo Park Project. I've got my dancing shoes on.
Wow. Now let's get going with our first presenter. Empowering Latinos Future Board Chair, Edward James Olmos. I have had the pleasure of knowing this great actor and producer for many years. Coming to us from Los Angeles.
Thank you, Al. Rudolfo Anaya wrote some great books and left us with memorable characters. My only wish is that I'd gotten the chance to take one of his books and make it into a movie. Now, on to the Latino-focused fiction book awards.
The Rudolfo Anaya Best Latino Focused Fiction Book Award, English. A Peculiar Kind of Immigrant Son by Sergio Troncoso. The Playwright's House by Dariel Suarez. The Resurrection of Fulgencio Ramirez by Rudy Ruiz.
The gold medal for Rudolfo Anaya Latino-focused fiction book, English, goes to The Resurrection of Fulgencio Ramirez.
Thank you to the International Latino Book Awards for considering me in this category. I'd like to dedicate this award to the memory of my father, Rodolfo Ruiz Cisneros, who inspired the character of Fulgencio Ramirez.
El Rudolfo Anaya Best Latino Mejor Libro de Ficción Enfocado en Latinos. Acrobacias Angelinas por Julio Puente García. Compas por Lilian Martino.
Medalla de oro a la categoría de Rudolfo Anaya Libro de Ficción Enfocado en Latinos es para Acrobacia Angelinas. Felicidades.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muchísimas gracias por considerar mi libro para este gran reconocimiento. I'm very excited. Thank you to all the judges. Thank you to all the organizers of the International Latino Book Award. And of course, thank you to my family for all the support.
Now let's hear from Edward James Olmos and the Empowering Latino Futures team.
I'm proud to have co-founded what is now Empowering Latino Futures 24 years ago. We've grown a lot since that first book festival in 1997. And in total, over 1.4 million people have participated in or been impacted by our efforts. But it takes a lot of energy to carry out the various programs we've created. Now on to my co-founder and compadre, Kirk Whisler.
Thank you, Eddie. First of all, we want to thank great sponsors or partners, as we call them. We cannot survive without you. Major sponsors include Grupo Mex, Amazon Literary Partnership, Los Angeles City College, Scholastic, and the Independent Book Publishers Association. Additional partners include AARP California, Energy Upgrade California, MAC, Route 78 Rotary, Macmillan Publishers, Edward Becerra, Lantia Publishing, Miracosta College, My Point Credit Union, and National LULAC. Media has always been a key part of my professional life. And here's our 2021 media partners. CSUSB Lead, Diario Las Americas, El Perico, Hoy in Delaware, KPFK, La Noticia, La Oferta, La Prensa Houston, Las Comadres, Latin Heat, Latino 24/7 Media, Latino Lubbock Magazine, National Association of Hispanic Publications, Prensa Arizona, Quad Air Communications, and Unidos US. A big thank you to all of them. And we look forward to bringing in more of you as sponsors and partners in the future. Now on to Kathy Diaz, our VP of Authors. Thank you.
As an author, honored to be an award-winning author, I know the ups and downs writers go through. So I'd like to invite you to check out our author programs. They include the International Association of Latino Authors, which is our membership program. The International Latino Book Awards that has honored close to 3,500 books since its founding in 1998. In addition to the gold, silver, and bronze award-winning books that we are recognizing today, this year we added honorable mentions because there are so many quality books by and about Latinos. We also have the Latino Books into Movies Awards that started in 2010 and is designed to increase Latino presence on television and in the movies. For more about these programs, go to www.latinobookawards.org. Now, here's Empowering Latino Futures Vice President of Education, Edward Becerra.
Education is the gateway to finding a career you will love, not just a job you are doing. Our programs include our Empowering Students program, which has produced 182,000 copies of the National Latino and American Indian Scholarship Directory, and is currently raising funds to take to the web our database of nearly $1 billion in diverse scholarships so we can serve even more. Education begins in the home. The program I founded in 2015 focuses strictly on North County, San Diego, and has given away over 157,000 free books to underserved children via over 500 community events. Now on to ELF's Director of Programs, Ana Patiño.
In 1997, ELF's first program was the Latino Book and Family Festival that we held at Los Angeles Convention Center with only 4 months planning. Since then, we have held 69 festivals in 10 different communities around the U.S. Combined attendance has been over 900,000 people. You can catch our current festival, our second virtual one, at lbff.us. Here's Lisa Montes, ELF Secretary, to speak about volunteers.
Volunteers are the glue of many nonprofits, and the over 350 great volunteers we work with are key to our successes and impact. You can become more involved with our programs at www.empoweringlatinofutures.org/volunteer. Now on to ELF's treasurer, Martin Valdez.
As someone who has spent many years of my life involved with nonprofits, I know that without money, programs do not happen. Empowering Latino Futures needs additional support to fulfill the mission of our various programs. Please consider making a donation, however small or large that you can afford, by going to www.empoweringlatiofutures.org/partners. Thank you for helping us better service the communities we work with.
En la industria de libros no es suficiente animar y promover la lectura, sino también defender los derechos del autor y la libertad de expresión. Esta es la misión de nuestro siguiente presentador. Acompañándonos desde la Ciudad de México, el Dr. Alejandro Ramirez Flores, Director General de la Cámara Nacional de la Industria Editorial Mexicana. Dr. Ramirez Flores, bienvenido.
Gracias, Julia. Le agradezco agradezco la invitación para ser parte de este programa. La Cámara Nacional de la Industria Editorial Mexicana es la institución que agrupa a los editores de México. Nuestros miembros tienen la seria, pero también placentera tarea de transformar el libro en sus diferentes formatos, las ideas y sentimientos de quienes hacen posible esta fiesta, los autores. Y ahora, para terminar con el suspenso, vamos con los libros ganadores en la categoría de ficción en español.
Mejor ficción popular. Come Tierra por Dolores Reyes. Flor de un árbol raro por Carolina Herrera. La bibliotecaria de San Malo por Mario Escobar.
Medalla de oro en la categoría de mejor ficción popular es para Flor de un árbol raro.
Thank you very much for this honor. Thank you, Latino Book Award. Thank you to the people that voted for Flor de un Árbol Raro. And I want to also thank El Basement Press for publishing and my wonderful children. Thank you, everyone.
Mejor novela de aventura o drama. ¿Dónde se acaba el norte? Por Hugo Moreno. Puerto Bravo por Alberto Caballero. Venganza por Dani Navarrete. Y la tierra seguirá rotando por Mayra Bermúdez Arroyo.
Medalla de oro en la categoría de mejor novela de aventura o drama es para Venganza.
Hola, mi nombre es Dani Navarrete, autor de Venganza. Para mí es un inmenso honor recibir este premio y quiero agradecer a Empowering Latino Futures, a mi editorial CH Ediciones, a mis lectores y sobre todo a mi familia por su permanente apoyo. Saludos desde Chile y muchas gracias por esta inmensa vitrina.
Mejor novela de ficción histórica. Operación El Dorado Cañón por Jaime Rocha. Piel de ébano por Marco Roballo. Tierra Magra por Ana Baute.
Medalla de oro en la categoría de mejor novela de ficción histórica es para Operación El Dorado Canyon.
Muchísimas gracias por este premio a mi primera novela autobiográfica. Supone un gran estímulo para seguir en esta línea contando mis vivencias dentro del Servicio de Inteligencia Español. Desde España, muchas gracias.
Mejor colección de cuentos cortos. Ellas cuentan por edición Gisela Meneses y Melanie Márquez Adams. Playlist por Elvin Negrón Álvarez. Sangre Mía por Ana Loriana Colón González.
Medalla de oro en la categoría de mejor antología de relatos o cuentos cortos es para Sangre Mía.
Hola, saludos. Agradecida, siento mucha gratitud por la acogida y el reconocimiento que recibió Sangre Mía. Para mí es un privilegio poder estar entre grandes escritores que viven día a día para transmitirle al mundo lo que sienten, cómo piensan. Que estoy muy orgullosa de todos los que participamos este año en los Latino Book Awards.
Muchas felicidades a todos los ganadores. Continuemos con esta celebración del libro.
I am so delighted to introduce Felipe Agredano, faculty member from East Los Angeles Community College and a Chicano advocate.
Thank you, Al. It is an honor to join you today from La Biblioteca Palafoxiana and Puebla's Historic Center. Founded in 1646, it is recognized by UNESCO for being the first and oldest public library in the Americas, enjoying more than 45,000 books and manuscripts ranging from the 15th to the 20th century. Books are a fundamental part of our rich history and cultura. Now on to some Wonderful Fiction Awards.
Best Novel, Romance. Ese vuelo de Londres a Madrid by Claudia Velasco. Island Affair by Priscilla Oliveras. Lazos Prohibidos by Karen Elizabeth Guzmán Pérez. Los Amantes de la Viuda Cuevas by Annie Palacios. ¿Qué pinto yo aquí? By Esmeralda Esteban.
The gold medal for Best Novel Romance goes to Los Amantes, La Viuda Cuevas.
Hola, los saluda Annie Palacios desde Columbus, Ohio, para expresarles mi alegría por el reconocimiento del International Latino Book Awards a mi novela Los Amantes de la Viuda Cuevas. Gracias, 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 muchísimas gracias.
Best Graphic Novel. Hombre Perro Atrapa 22 by Dav Pilkey. Mecha Selknem Soren by Daniel Leal Arancibia and Fabián Todorovi Carmeli. Huitranantu, Las Guerras del Sol Muerto by Inti Carrizo Ortiz.
The gold medal for Best Graphic Novel goes to Mecha Selknam, Soren Sobrevive.
Con mucha emoción queremos agradecer a toda la comunidad latina que gira en torno al libro y la literatura por este galardón.
Y también queremos agradecer a nuestros pueblos originarios por su fuente inagotable de sabiduría y cultura.
Best Fiction, Multi-Author. Nostalgia Bajo Cerro, edited by Martha Batiz.
The gold medal for Best Fiction, Multi-Author goes to Nostalgia Bajo Cero.
Best Collection of Short Stories, English. A Woman's Story by Francine Rodriguez. Both Sides, Stories from the Border by Gavino Iglesias. Living Color, Angie Rubio Stories by Donna Miscolta.
The gold medal for Best Collection of Short Stories, English goes to Living Color, Angie Rubio Stories.
The wonderful writer Evelise Rodriguez said that these stories say with love and sincerity, I see you, to all the brown girls who feel invisible. So now, with love and sincerity, I want to thank all who have read, recommended, and recognized my book. Thank you for seeing me and for seeing Angie Rubio.
Adelante. Muchas gracias a todos.
Later in our program, we will have awards presented by Josefina Lopez, Lifetime Achievement Award for Cinco Puntos Press, and legendary author Isabel Allende.
The Echo Park Project was founded in 2006 by percussionist Carlo Lopez from my hometown of Brooklyn, New York. Carlo wanted to recreate New York City's legendary salsa style here in Southern California. The group has delighted salsa fans since then with 6 albums, several singles, and tons of live performances. For more information, visit their website at www.theechoparkproject.com. Can't wait.
Yep.
And now, without further ado, here's Echo Park Project with La Botánica en Cuarentena.
La botánica está acabando con la farmacia. Que la botánica está acabando con la farmacia. Yo te lo digo a ti que está acabando con la farmacia. Ay, que la botánica está acabando con la farmacia. Que tanto cuento con las recetas si en la farmacia no te dan nada. Vete pa'l barrio con la marqueta y allí te dan la totalidad. Oye, que la botánica una receta. La botánica. Bueno, mira, mi hermano, escucha esto. Tú sabes que yo tengo una botánica donde todo el mundo quiere que lo recete algo. Yo le doy mis remedios naturales. Una vez vino una amiga mía con una historia que si tenía un no sé qué en el estómago. Y yo le recomendé manzanilla y té verde. Mira, eso fue remedio santo. Si ella llega a ir a la farmacia y no tiene los papeles en regla, pues mía, se embarca, no le dan nada. Y después otro día vino un señor que quería que yo le recetara algo a su señora, que no podía mover la cintura, que tenía algo, no sé, una solución. Y le dije, niño, tu mujer lo que lleva es manteca de majá. ¿Qué sí qué? Bueno, el hombre vino a la semana y me dijo, mira mi amor, remedio santo, esa mujer anda que parece una batidora, no para de bailar, así que yo necesito que tú me des un poquito para mí, porque ahora yo también quiero tener la cintura como una batidora. ¡Ay, Dios mío, qué clase de gozadera! La farmacia está encendida. Farmacia. Si te duele la cabeza, para ti tengo la receta.
That was awesome. Woo. And now it is with great pleasure that I introduce the talented screenwriter, author, producer, Josefina Lopez.
Thank you, Julia. Our stories are so important. Stories are the way we learn the most important lessons in life. And Latino stories especially have a lot of amazing stories for this country. So there are a lot of great books out there, and I'm so excited that so many Latinos are writing. So here we go with some amazing books in the fiction category.
Best Popular Fiction, English. A Liquid Fantasia Under the Rain by Ana Catalina Reynoso de la Garza. Hades, Argentina by Daniel Lodel. The Long Way to Mexico by Roger Rodriguez.
The gold medal for Best Popular Fiction in English goes to A Liquid Fantasia Under the Rain.
Hola a todos y muchísimas gracias por este gran honor. I want to thank everyone at Empowering Latino Futures and the International Latino Book Awards. I am deeply honored to be receiving this recognition for the Mariposa Award in the Best First Book Fiction category. Muchísimas gracias, de todo corazón.
Best Novel, Adventure or Drama, English. Havana Alleluia by David Smith Soto.
The gold medal for Best Novel, Adventure or Drama in English goes to Havana Hallelujah.
My name is David Smith Soto. I wish to thank the International Latino Book Awards for the award they gave my novel, Havana Hallelujah. I am deeply honored.
Best Novel, Historical Fiction, English. Letters from Cuba by Ruth Bejar. The Spanish Sword by Robert J. Alvarado. Until We're Fish by Susana Rodriguez Drisi.
The gold medal for Best Novel Historical Fiction in English goes to Until We're Fish.
I am incredibly honored to receive the International Latino Book Awards for Best Historical Fiction for my novel Until We're Fish, at a time when amplifying Cuban voices is more important than ever. Thank you, Latino Book Awards.
Best Novel Mystery. Children of Chicago by Cynthia Pelayo. El Recado de la Mujer Holandesa by Isabel Garcia Cintas. Just Vanished by Robert J. Alvarado. Loie Mortem by J. René Moons. Untamed Shore by Silvia Moreno Garcia.
The gold medal for Best Novel Mystery goes to Children of Chicago.
Thank you. Thank you to the International Latino Book Awards. Thank you to everyone that has read Children of Chicago. This is an honor. Thank you so much.
Best Novel Fantasy Sci-Fi English. Jalapeno Republic by Robert J. Alvarado. The Monsters of Chavez Ravine by Deborah Castañeda.
The gold medal for Best Novel Fantasy Sci-Fi in English goes to The Monsters of Chavez Ravine.
I'm Deborah Castañeda. Thank you to Empowering Latino Futures for this amazing award. I'd like to acknowledge the thousands of people who endured discrimination and displacement with courage and dignity, and to their families, many of whom still bear the scars of what happened in La Loma, Bishop, and Palo Verde.
Mejor Novela de Fantasía y Ciencia. Convergencia por Herman Trapp. Crónicas de una espada, canto I, por Benjamín Franzani. El Arca, por Javier Valderrama. Neo Mesías, por Cristian Mateluna.
La medalla de oro en la categoría de Mejor Novela en Fantasía y Ciencia Ficción en Español es para El Arca.
Hi everyone. I would like to say thanks for this award. It's my first step in my career as a writer, so it means the world to me. I would like to say thanks to Audio Ediciones and all the administration involved in the International Latino Book Award. Thank you so much.
Felicitaciones! Congratulations to all of you. Keep writing, keep telling our stories, because our stories matter.
We are here today to honor Lee and Bobby Byrd and their 1985 creation, Cinco Puntos Press. Cinco Puntos business strategy seems to be based on running counter to the norms. Most long-term publishers are in major cities. They are in El Paso. Cinco Puntos presents border issues, Latino themes, Southwest traditions and cultures, LGBTQ books, and topics with a political overtone. All topics mainstream presses tend to steer clear of. Over the last 4 decades, they have sought to share cultures and ways of thinking that are different from many in the US. And we want to salute Bobby, Lee, and the rest of the Byrd family for their efforts with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you for all that you have created and shared.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bobby Byrd, here with my wife, Lee, and we received yesterday this incredible statue. I don't know what we sculpture with the honoring us for the Latino Lifetime Achievement. And we're very honored, 2 white people getting this. Holy shit, excuse my language. But anyway, we're so happy. And actually, as I remember, as I thought about this, one of the things I remember, because we used to go when Kirk hosted the family festival in LA, and way back then we would go for years, and it was always, the people who really are at the foundation of what Cinco Puntos Press is are those ma and pa stores that used to sell Chicano-related and ethnic books and culture and stuff. And they have sort of, over the years, gone their own ways, like Lee and I are going our own ways. But we would not be here with them without their support all those years. I cannot remember all the names of them, so I'm not going to just mention a couple. But they were just very important to us. And then on top of that, we got to be known because of teachers and librarians who had Chicano, Latinx students, and they were hungry for what we were doing. No large press in New York in 1985 would have published La Llorona, the Weeping Woman, especially in a bilingual format. And the teachers and the people who used to crowd around our booths at all the various fairs, the students, the kids, the families, these are the people that made Cinco Puntos. And so with all of our hearts, we thank you very, very much.
We absolutely thank you. Bobby said it all. Thank you so much for your support and your encouragement. We really appreciate it.
Now on to the author who has written 22 novels and 5 nonfiction books that have been translated into more than 40 languages and sold more than 74 million copies.
And now, here's the incomparable Isabel Allende, coming to us from Northern California.
Hi, I am Isabel Allende. It's really important to read and to read to our kids. I have been a reader all my life, and I have been reading to my kids as well. It opens their minds and it connects us with our kids, especially Latino kids who have to deal with 2 languages. It's important to read to them either in English or in Spanish or both. Now for the final set of awards of the 2021 International Latino Book Awards.
The Isabel Allende Most Inspirational Fiction Book Award, English. Infinite Country by Patricia Engel. Of Women and Salt by Gabriela Garcia.
Now, the gold medal for Isabel Allende Inspirational Fictional Award in English goes to Of Women and Salt.
I'm so grateful for this honor, and I just want to thank all of the Latina writers who came before me, who forged a path so that a book like mine could even exist in the world, and for organizations like this one that have been championing our work. Thank you, and I'm so honored.
El Isabel Allende libro más inspirador de ficción. El Anaquel de las Ánimas por Yvette Zerpa. Me muero por vivir by Alejandra Castrillón Gómez.
Y ahora, la medalla de oro para el libro más inspirador en la categoría Isabel Allende de ficción es para El Anaquel de las Ánimas. Muchas felicidades.
Estoy muy emocionada y agradecida de recibir este gran honor y reconocimiento a mi libro El Anaquel de las Ánimas, el cual está inspirado en la cultura y tradiciones latinoamericanas, y lo dedico a mi familia y a mis ancestros. Muchas gracias.
Thank you again for joining us this weekend for the 2021 International Latino Book Awards. Be sure to visit us at www.latinobookawards.org to see all 4 of this year's presentations and more. Hello, we would like to personally invite you to join us next year for the 2022 International Latino Book Awards.
These awards have celebrated almost 3,500 authors and publishers since 1998.
The best of books by and about Latinos. The award spans multiple categories, including children's books, adult books, and nonfiction.
There will also be fiction, poetry, translation, design, and my favorite, Best First Book. Books can be submitted in English, Spanish, or Portuguese.
We hope you are one of the new and next generation of winners. Apply online at www.latinobookawards.org.
We'll see you in 2022.